Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice with me, Alpha in France, or the French Republic as it is known. So in the last episode we've actually made quite a lot of progress. We are about to devalue the franc, which will remove the inflation completely and give us the ability to, well, start with the reckless rearmament. 4 extra military factories, then we're going to decrease unemployment, and then we're probably gonna progress with the industrial effort. I would do the hydroelectric plants, but we don't need them. We're actually kind of good on energy right now. So if I knew that, that could have saved us quite a lot of construction, but I mean 33 days on the focuses is something that we do not get as easily. Research grants are something that I would really like to get because it gives us a research slot. And we can use that for industry. There's another one here, but how the hell do we get to it? Budget deficit law. So you require research grants or partial mobilization. Okay, so... Wait, okay, so you get... okay, you get there via this one or this one, not through these. Okay, gotcha, so if you get the research grants, we can actually get this one next. Okay, that's cool. That is cool and simple and honest. Tool maintenance is done. Amazing. So next... These are way ahead of time. So we're gonna get back to them later, but for now we can either do dispersed industry or construction too. I think we're gonna go with dispersed industry. 10% factory output now is starting to be much better when we have an efficiency of 42%. So let's get this, I mean the construct for 3%. Yeah, let's get dispersed industry 1, then we can do dispersed industry 2, so that's to get the 23% extra output, and then we can do construction. Or we can do it via the next research slot or something, or anti-migrable sulfur drugs. Okay, we finished more factories. I don't like the fact that we would build so many factories close to the border, but I don't really see much of a choice here. Okay, we have more factories now on the field uniforms. And you have 24% production efficiency and 28 here. So let's just check the numbers so that we know what we're dealing with. So as far as infantry weapons, we are now at not even 2 years. And infantry uniforms, still pretty high, but much more reasonable. So now we're done with you. So the reckless rearmament. The specter of war lurks just beyond the horizon. We must quickly revitalize our military industry, no matter the cost. We will nationalize the private military companies and force them to rearm our industry. So let's do that, and we are soon... Can I? Yes, I can send volunteers, and that gives us access to the tank. Okay. Oh, and I forgot about that. I was thinking that... I wanted to check what the name of the tank was that followed the H-35. Oh no, the S-45. The S-45, and we researched, just give me a sec, yeah, AMC-45 is the chassis that we want to use. So, production, and AMC-35, this one. Okay, wait, do we want to wait for the Christie suspension? I wanted to check what you do. And you guys have, what's the suspension here? Core spring, breakthrough plus 2%. Okay, you give nothing. Soft attack bonus, you actually give a penalty. Hard attack bonus, you give a penalty. And reliability bonus, and you give a penalty. So this one basically just gives max speed. Wow, that sucks. Not interested. Okay, so core spring. It was the intermediate 35mm armor, standard ergonomics, standard construction, cast armor. We had the cast one. Or the enclosed velvet. Oh, you're better. You're way better. Okay, so let's go do the enclosed velvet, and we can't. Oh no, we have the turret, so it's fine. Partially sloped. Yep. And we had the front drive. This one is better. Yeah, this one is way better. The twin drive front would be even better. And we do have the extra twin drive rear. Twin drive front is way better. Yeah, okay, twin drive front. Standard gearbox, and we can't for some reason. Oh yeah, it's because we don't have an engine. So the gasoline engine, we had the 180 horsepower one. But if we put a more powerful engine there, okay, the difference is minuscule, but let's go with 225 HP engine. That's gonna give us a little bit of extra oomph. You're better. Don't have anything here, and which one is the best here? You are by far. What's going on? Okay, it doesn't allow us. Okay, so the twin drive front requires a different type of engine. Gotcha. 100 and... Okay, this is excessive, I think. But... oh, and the reliability, my god. I don't know what the current reliability of the tank is, but I'm pretty sure it's higher than 52%. Is it S35? Yeah, 62%. Is it the gearbox? Transmission? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, you would actually... okay, so you went with this one. So then we fixed all of our problems. We still have a much lower reliability. Yeah, because of the engine. So if I put a weaker engine there, we would be doing better. But the difference is minuscule. Oh well. Okay, so let's compare this. So defense is 6 6 Poland oil now, we will have nearly 8. Breakthrough 1194, we will have almost 20. Okay, soft attack is 9.74, we have 13.87. Hard attack 6, yeah, that's 2.5 extra. Piercing is the same, armor is slightly higher. Reliability is 6% more, but you're faster. Well, okay, so let's call this S-36 cavalry tank. And we can switch the current design, which is this one, right? Or am I wrong? You're a cavalry tank. Jesus, this is confusing. AMC 34. Chassis type cavalry tank. Yeah, it's cavalry tank, and we have the S45. Yep. Okay, so that's the one that we need to obsolete and switch it. Sorry about these hiccups, but I really am not an expert on French tanks. They never seem to interest me that much, so at least we're gonna learn something here. Okay, so we have a stockpile, and are we not using them at all? It definitely looks that way. That's not great. You're a semi-motorized. I remove you and add a cavalry tank. It would give you slight penalties. But it would be one way how to use them. Okay, let's keep that in mind, because that would be good for us. Okay, and we can get decreased unemployment, or you improve worker conditions. I'll get a flat stability. Let's get improved worker conditions, because stability is the king for us right now. We need it as high as possible, even if it costs us. Okay, armor piercing capped medium shell is done. So now let's get the medium caliber semi-armor piercing shell. A compromise between armor piercing performance and explosive power. This shell does significantly more damage after punching through the weak armor of light ships. And we are once again done on my factories. I really don't like building our factories this close to the border, but there really isn't much else I can do here. Okay, let's keep building military factories because we need those. Nice. Okay, so production. I'm gonna put 2. When we get these factories, I'm gonna put 2 on infantry equipment and 2 on uniforms. And as I said, we'll forget about them because they will be. There's a huge deficit, but they will get there. They will get there and finish it well ahead of war for us. Even if we keep getting more infantry units trained. Support equipment is, yeah, that's our next goal. So give me my reckless rearmament. How I wish we could help you. But there isn't anything I can do. I mean, I could send you volunteers, but we're nowhere in shape of doing that. Plus I would... Yeah, we can't. The Paris Universal Exhibition. France is proud to launch with great fanfare the Universal Exhibition of 1937. In Paris, over 101 hectares, 44 countries showcased their pavilions around the themes of art and techniques applied to modern life. Nearly 32 million visitors will rush to come. At the time, Paris will retain the Chalot Palace, the Palace of Discovery, and the Palace de Tokyo. The spirit of new modern art triumphs everywhere. The world wants to believe for a moment that the exhibition will finally bring together everything that unifies men, but circumstances have placed the monumental Soviet and German pavilions across from each other. This will lead to them challenging each other, one with a 25-meter statue of the worker and the kolkhoz woman brandishing a sickle and a hammer, the other a monumental sculpture of an eagle holding a swastika in its talons. However, almost everyone agrees the Soviets' pavilion went above and beyond, drawing large crowds and presenting communism as an attractive way forward. Okay, and Egypt joins the League of Nations. After signing the Anglo-Egyptian Alliance Treaty on the 26th of August 1946 and its ratification on the 22nd of December the same year, Egypt made true on one of the main incentives given to Egypt for signing such a pact, being recognized as an independent state and thus being eligible to join the League of Nations as a full member, gain extra political power. That is great. So reckless rearmament, here we come, and decreased unemployment, here we come, and then industrial effort. More industrial effort, more infrastructure, more of everything. Okay, the sulfur drugs will take 49 days, but stability is at 62, so that's really good. And here we go. And now let's get the decrease unemployment. With the last economic crisis, the unemployment rate is still high and production is low. We can start by encouraging companies to invest and create new jobs. Yep, stagnant economy. Wait, why is there 4%? Did we get something else that I missed? Army improvements, no. Well, let's decrease unemployment, but I thought it had 2. World Fire Renown. Maybe when it activates it gives you 4 automatically? Not sure. But, fair enough. Let's do it. Okay, so as we said, 2 factories here and 2 factories here. And now we can start throwing everything we get on the support equipment, because that's the next pain point for us. But again, as we said, the field uniforms now 966 days, and you guys 592 days, and their efficiency is it's nearly going to double, but we're working on getting extra output here. And after the sulfa drugs, we'll start working on the skills and training, which gives additional 10%. So yeah, we'll be more than fine. We'll be more than fine. Outdated equipment in production. I'm still missing like 12,000 of them though. 900 for the well. Nah, it's gonna be fine. I have to believe. That's all that I can do. When we double it, it's like 500 days. And then a bit more output from the stability, a bit more output from the technology. Yeah, will be fine. Let's not go overboard. I mean, uniforms will be necessary, but we have a ton of things here that we need to deal with, like artillery and the horse transports. The goddamn horse transports, which are a bane of my existence every single game. I hate them. I hate them so much. Okay, but we're already getting more factories, which is good. Oh yeah, that's where we got so many factories from the early mobilization. Okay, so the cannon is done. Anything else here? Nope. Yeah, I think we need to start working on the anti-tank rifle. Handheld anti-tank rifle specialized in defeating light armored targets like tanks at close range used by infantry. Generally fires armor-piercing shells. Okay. So this one will require a huge amount of investment, but it's gonna be very beneficial for us. Okay, so here we go with the boost in production for the recon. Nordic-Baltic Economic Cooperation Agreement. Belgium, Denmark, Finland, Luxembourg, Norway and the Netherlands and Sweden signed an agreement to develop commercial interchanges among themselves. The agreement was based on the principles expressed in the Oslo Protocol of December 22, 1930, and aimed to pursue collaboration among these countries in the economic sphere. The agreement was seen as a means of expanding economic exchanges and reducing barriers to trade. It provided for the abolition of exceptional defensive measures taken by different states to protect themselves from the efforts of the crises and adoption of measures conveying guarantees of stability, more extensive and precise in their nature than those arising from the Oslo Convention. The signatories hoped that this agreement would contribute to the maintenance of peace in Europe. Okay, so another factor has been added to support equipment. Could get an aircraft designer and can get it here. A rubber plantation, so let's send more volunteers. This one would be good, but it's just too costly. I think we'll keep the political power for now. The preliminary war propaganda, I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't think it's worth to sacrifice so many factories for stability at this point. Amelia Earhart circumnavigates the globe. The famous aviator Amelia Earhart, known to many as the Queen of the Air, has completed a flight around the world together with a navigator Fred Noonan. After a brief scare when the pair temporarily got lost while approaching Howland Island in the Pacific, the flight proceeded without incident, and this morning their Lockheed Electra touched down in Oakland, California. A ceremony is to be held in the White House next week, where Earhart is to be personally congratulated for her feat by the President. Hell yeah. The 1937 Tour de France. The 1937 Tour de France was the 41st edition of the Tour de France, taking place from 30th of June to 25th July, consisting of 20 stages with a total length of 4,415 kilometers or 2,743 miles. The winner was a French cyclist called Roger Lepebo, coming in at 138 hours. Second place was an Italian cyclist in the name of Mario Vicini. And second General Conference of National Committees on Intellectual Cooperation. So we get a bonus for Industrial and Electronics. When in August 1922 the International Committee Intellectual Cooperation held its first meeting in Geneva, it found itself in something of a quandary. The Council of the League of Nations had asked the committee 3 questions. How was scientific documentation to be internationally organized? How was international cooperation in scientific research to be promoted? And lastly, how was such cooperation to be assured between universities? At its very first meeting, under the chairmanship of Henry Bergson, 2 practical suggestions were put forward. The first was that a general inquiry should be undertaken into the condition of intellectual life since the war. The second was that assistance should be given to nations whose intellectual life was in danger. Headed currently by Henry Bonnet, it has met for the second time. It is hoped that many advances will be made by working together. Yep, hopefully. So 67.5 now. Consumer factories are going down. We get more political power gain. The factory output is increasing. Really nice. Now 14 uniforms per day. It's really good. Okay, let's speed it up. How far are we from the unemployment? 17 days. It's gonna give us 2 extra factories. Oh, and we're having... here we go. 10th of July 1947. Japan declared war on China. Oh well. Good luck, China. You will need it. You will need it. Hey, we can focus on people's problems. Nice. Another boost of stability. Weekly change of 2.1. Yunnan joined the Chinese United Front. Earlier today, Republic of China and Yunnan issued a joint statement that the latter has now been formally granted member status of the Chinese United Front. Whether this partnership will be used for offensive or defensive purposes remains to be seen. Marco Polo Bridge incident. Japanese and Chinese forces have skirmished inconclusively over the strategic Marco Polo Bridge located just southwest of Beijing. The Republic of China has rejected the Empire of Great Japan's demands for an apology and territorial concessions, claiming instead that the breaking point of Japanese aggression has been reached. Diplomats feared that the volatile situation could result in war at any time. Well, a bit too late for that. It's already happening, and they're already making progress. Well, we'll see how it's gonna go. Election campaign. Train the workforce is the next thing we're gonna go with, because it increases the growth. Okay, another factory is gonna be added, so it's gonna be 4 on the support equipment. Still, this is excessively low. We have how many? Where's the support equipment? Garrison, field uniforms, mortars. Ah, here it is. Yeah, nearly 2,000 days. You really need to increase that. And this would give us 2 extra factories, but increase the stagnant economy. Same. Yeah, we're not gonna go for that one anytime soon. The first one was good because it gave us 4 factories, but that's about it. Now we're gonna work our way through this to getting that extra research slot. Can you give extra... Okay, you're super cheap and super useful because you give us the army experience, foreign diplomacy, political power, colonial investment. Oh my god, we would get 8 military factories in Algeria. What's the compliance with Algeria? %. Okay, so that is definitely worth it, and we gain oil and synthetic factories. So this is something that, okay, so first of all we go through these and then we jump there, because that is really goddamn good, much better than the things that we did now. Okay, so base stability has been added. Amazing. Yeah, and the new slot we're gonna get for research is gonna deal with oil exclusively. Okay, industrial development, what did we say we want? 180 days, 205. I think this is not giving us enough for now to actually pay for itself. We're already working on this one, so the skills and training, I guess. Efficiency cap plus 10%. That's going to be the thing that's gonna save us, because that's additional 10% on everything, which still is a Wow, that's a 25% increase, Jesus Christ. Okay, and we've decreased the unemployment. Not removing the stagnant economy, but making it more manageable. And now we're gonna go with industrial effort, which will give us free civilian factories, then another free civilian factories, then infrastructure, and then you. I guess that's how we're gonna do it. Then the foreign diplomacy, colonial development, and Sahara oil. And then we're gonna... Well, I guess we're gonna go with the review, military strategies, Giroud plan, and defensive doctrines, and so on. That actually sounds pretty good. So, industrial effort. And on that note, I'm gonna end the episode, and I'll see you in the next one. There might be hope for us yet. I mean, they were hopeless behind Germany, but with these massive increases in production, we are looking at possibilities of at least arming our army and revamping it so it can give up some sort of resistance. Well, we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.